Sumamos más de 10 millones de suscriptores. Ahora también puedes vernos. en Roku. Gracias por su apoyo. TV Radio Miami.
Actualidad, espectáculos, negocios, deportes, todo en TV Radio Miami, la nueva televisión.
Welcome to Bogota, Colombia. We're here chasing after the most dangerous drug in the world, burundanga. Burundanga is the source of scopolamine, which is basically like the worst roofie you can ever imagine, times a million. You're at the whim of suggestions like, hey, take me to your ATM. Hey, come with me to the hotel room, while you're completely conscious and articulate. Apparently there's a lot of different parts of the plant that are a bit dangerous, possibly a bit fun, depending on what you're into. So we're going to be looking for the tree, talking to people who've had experience with it, and seeing if we can find some of the actual drug ourselves. So the deal with Burundanga is that it pretty much eliminates your free will. So you're awake and you're articulate, and to anyone else watching you, it seems like you're perfectly fine, but you've completely lost control of your own actions. So you're at the whim of suggestions, and that's how people take advantage of you. I've heard a bunch of different stories, really running the gamut. Some of them sound like kind of campfire horror stories you're told when you're growing up, stuff like waking up in a bathtub with an organ cut out and a sign saying you have 5 hours to get to the hospital. We've of course also heard that it's used as a date rape drug. We heard one particularly chilling story where a guy was taken back to his apartment, woke up the next morning in the empty apartment, completely confused as to what happened, went down and said to his doorman, you know, why is my apartment empty? What happened? And the doorman said, well, you brought it out with 2 of your friends last night, all your stuff, you loaded it into a van. And the guy was like, why in the hell would you let me do that? And he was like, because you told me to. So that's kind of the stuff we're dealing with here. Complete elimination of free will while still acting, which is pretty much the scariest shit I can imagine.
La escopola es una droga como ninguna, no tiene sin igual, ¿sí me entiendes? O sea, tú coges con un soplido así, por ejemplo, tú estás aquí caminando y de repente, o sea, tú vas de espalda o vamos a una pinta caminando acá y yo me le paso por un lado y le hago así nomás con eso, nomás con ese destello, el man ya queda burundangueado. Tú esperas, cuando ya tú ves el efecto, es que el man empieza como a medio tal, entonces ya tú eres dueño total del man. Entonces tú lo coges, lo encanas y tú te lo llevas para donde tú quieras, parece un niño. Y tú te llevas, llévame a tu casa, saca tu chequera, dame tus cuentas de ahorros, tu número de tu tarjeta y tal. Y así, si te pasas de dosis, corre peligro de que la persona se muera.
Colombia is basically fucked. They have the longest running guerrilla war in all of Latin America. They've essentially been at civil war for 60 years, and really, if you think about it, they've never not been at war since they gained their own independence. Other fun facts about Colombia, definitely not from the Board of Tourism, include the fact that 1 in every 3 kidnappings in the world happen right here in Colombia. And as we all know, it's the cocaine capital of the universe.
Un gramo de escopola es como un gramo de perico, la misma maricada porque tiene la misma densidad en peso y en presentación, ¿sí me entiendes cómo es? Pero tú con un gramo puedes matar hasta 10, 15 personas. Matar. Por eso es tan extremadamente delicado y no se consigue. Y la información, por ejemplo, que yo sí sé dónde se consigue, porque yo sí sé, hijo de puta, ¿sí me entiendes? Dónde se consigue todo.
Now, the borrachero tree, which, by the way, roughly translates to drunken binge tree, is indigenous to the northern Andean region. That includes Colombia and Ecuador, Venezuela. But the scopolamine is really only used by the criminal element here in Colombia.
Que por aquí tiene que haber una, yo miro si de pronto pillamos una. ¿No viste que ahí al lado de César hay una? Sí, al lado de César hay un árbol. Aquí es silvestre.
So despite the insane homicide rates, the kidnapping, the narco-trafficking, the civil unrest, and everything else going on in here in Colombia, we can't seem to find a Colombian who's more scared of anything than falling asleep under the borrachero tree.
Colombia. I showed up, beautiful women ordered me dinner, and it's fantastic. And they ordered a bottle of whiskey to the table. I might not go back.
Espera, la canto. Songo le dio borondango, tanananananana. Le dio borondanga, le hincha los pies. There is a song with it. I don't know why, but no. It's been around for a long time.
So it's not something that is popularly down here then.
No, anybody does that? No.
Really?
No.
Not at all.
No, we have cocaine. We have cocaine, we have grass, we have wheat. What burundanga? Why?
Yeah. Everybody is aware. Like,
yeah.
todo el mundo tiene cuidado.
Yeah. You know, it's like you cannot control it at all. You don't need it in a cup or
No,
with a
no,
drink
just to smell it.
To smell it. Yeah.
It's very strong.
Yeah,
And if the robbers they use it for that, is because they know that you cannot read.
Or a paper. Like I heard this guy that was this old lady came to him. Oh, I don't know where this address is, and this paper, and he just got it like this close,
like this.
and he's on it.
Yeah. So this guy was like really crazy. He was like walking in the hospital like really lost.
Perfect drug
Like
to do that, you know?
Yeah.
Because the person doesn't like pass out. They're still conscious, and they do everything that they tell you to do.
Yeah.
Do you know people that have been given burundanga? Do you have a cousin of a friend or a cousin?
No, I have an uncle.
An uncle?
Yeah.
You told no?
Yeah, it's not a happy story, you know.
No, I imagine.
But he was a taxi cab driver, and they use this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the whole story exactly, but it was his last trip.
He died?
Se llama floripondio, su nombre científico es datura, de ahí se saca la escopolamina, pero también se le dice borrachero y se le dice la planta del diablo aquí en Colombia.
We're here at the Botanical Gardens on the outskirts of Bogota. I'm gonna go see if we can figure out what this plant actually looks like. Those right there are the flowers that we've heard a lot about. You can kind of put those in a tea and you'll hallucinate. You can also take the root down there, put that in a tea, and again, you'll hallucinate. And then there's the cacao, which kind of looks like the mini coconut of sorts. That